Ciao e bentornati! Welcome back to Pillole D'Italiano. This is episode number 12. And today we're going to shed some light on how Italians use the verb fare in expressions. The verb fare means both to do and to make, so as you can imagine, it's used a lot. We're going to get familiar with 14 of the most common expressions they use the verb fare. Before we run through this list though, I'll give you a second to subscribe to the channel if you're new to it. In this way, if you enjoy this type of videos and you would love to be notified when a new one comes out, usually once a week on a Wednesday, by subscribing to the channel and hitting that little bell button, you will get notifications every time I release a new episode. Also, you're more than welcome to leave a comment in the comment section below to request a personalized video on a specific topic. The first expression that I want you to become familiar with, very much used, is the expression that means buy groceries. It's fare la spesa. So we don't buy food, but we do fare. We do the expense. We do the big expense of the week or of the month. We really invest a lot of money into buying groceries. Quality food for Italian is top priority, so fare la spesa, to do the expense, means to buy groceries. Another thing for which we use the verb fare is colazione, breakfast. So Italians don't have breakfast or eat breakfast, we do breakfast. Fare colazione means to have breakfast, to actually consume it, to eat it, not to prepare it. So when someone says faccio colazione, that means I eat breakfast, I have breakfast, not I prepare it. Fare colazione, to eat breakfast. Let's talk about the weather now, shall we? So we, as Italians, we don't say that it is hot or it is cold, we say that it makes hot or cold. For example, today I could say non fa freddo, non fa freddo. It's not cold, it doesn't make cold. Or fa caldo, it's hot, temperature-wise. So we use the verb fare when we're referring to the weather and the temperature weather-wise, not the temperature of food or a beverage that you might be drinking or eating. Another thing that we do is the bath. Fare il bagno. Fare il bagno means to take a bath when you're in your bathtub, but also to go for a swim. And of course, same thing applies to doccia, shower. You could take a shower or take a bath, depending on your preference. Fare la doccia is to take the shower, take a shower. Fare il bagno is to take the bath, take a bath. All right, the next expression is maybe a bit more advanced. Fare apposta. Fare apposta is to do something on purpose. Fare apposta, to do on purpose. I'll give you an example. You could ask someone, are you doing it on purpose? Lo stai facendo apposta? Lo stai facendo apposta? Or you might want to say, I didn't do it on purpose, it was an accident. Non l'ho fatto apposta. Oops, non l'ho fatto apposta. Another more advanced expression with fare is fare fatica a. Fare fatica followed by the preposition a. Fatica is similar to the English fatigue, so it gives you that sense of being struggling. If you're doing fatigue, if you are struggling to do something, then you will use that expression fare fatica a. Maybe someone is not a morning person. That person struggles to wake up early. Fa fatica a svegliarsi presto. Fa fatica a svegliarsi presto. He struggles to wake up early. Oh, this is a good one. You might have noticed that Italian speakers, Italian tourists maybe, when they ask you to take a picture, they actually say, can you make a picture of us, please? And you're wondering, do you want me to sketch it? What's going on? Because in Italian we use the verb fare. Fare una foto, or fare foto. In general, is to take a picture, to take pictures. So fare, yeah, we make it, we don't take it. Another thing that we make is attention. If we want to pay attention, we actually need to make attention. We need to, right, create that state of alertedness. And we say fare attenzione. Devi fare attenzione, for example, means you have to pay attention. What about fare esercizio? Have you ever heard this one? Esercizio is exercise, usually referring to physical exercise, like when you go to the gym. Fare esercizio is to make exercise, therefore to exercise. We don't really use the verb esercitare in that way, but the expression fare esercizio. So I could ask you, do you exercise every day? Fai esercizio ogni giorno? Ooh, this is a good one. Fare casino is a familiar expression, is a familiar way of saying to make a mess. Kids usually make a mess pretty often because they might be spilling stuff on the table or just, leaving their toys everywhere. So fare casino is definitely an expression that a lot of Italian parents use. You could also use that fare casino in a sense of noise, that mess that it's not physical, it's more of an auditory sensation. Let's move to the expression fare Lapache. That means to make the peace, in a sense that you're restoring peace after an argument. Maybe you just had a fight with someone. You might want to pick up the phone and say, hey, facciamo la pace? Can we make peace? Can we just solve our issues? Facciamo la pace? Let's move on to a very useful expression with the verb fare. When you want to say that something happened 2 days ago, in Italian you would say it makes 2 days. So that ago is replaced by fa, it makes. But we keep the same order of the words as in English. So 2 days ago, 2 giorni fa. 3 weeks ago, 3 settimane fa. A month ago, un mese fa. So that's the gist of it. Every time you want to say ago, swap it with fa. And there you have it. What else do we do as Italians? We clean, we do chores around the house, and we use the expression fare le pulizie. Fare le pulizie is to do the cleaning, from the verb pulire, to clean, therefore to do the house chores. Fare le pulizie. Not a fun one, but necessary. Now, the last expression I want to leave you guys with is a fun one. It's something that it's probably not used that often, but it's something that will make all of your Italian friends smile if you use the expression and if you do the action that accompanies it. Fare la scarpetta. Fare la scarpetta. To do the little shoe. Scarpetta means little shoe. So, disclaimer, this is not a fancy move. You should not do it at a restaurant. It's actually considered rude, but among family members and friends, people that you feel comfortable hanging out with, you can absolutely do it and they will smile. You're finishing your pasta with tomato sauce, for example. You have some leftover sauce in your plate. You're going to break off a piece of bread and either using your fingers or poking it with your fork, you will start collecting all the tomato sauce from the bottom of your plate into, the little shoe, the little piece of bread that you're using. Fare scarpetta is exactly that action. So you clean the plate with a piece of bread, then you will eat, and it's delicious. All of your Italian friends will get a kick out of it if you do it and if you know the correct Italian expression for it. You could, for example, ask them, do you have any bread? Because voglio fare la scarpetta. They will love it. All right, on this fun note, we're going to conclude today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and if so, don't forget to like it. And now go and have fun. Use some of the expressions that we covered today out there in the real world and make your Italian friends proud. And I'll see you next time. Ciao, a presto!